What's up, FA Squad? I'm Anthony, and welcome to our channel, Life with Anthony. I hope you guys are doing well out there. Happy Sunday to you guys. Congrats to the Baltimore Ravens for winning their game yesterday over the Pittsburgh Steelers, 28-14. Way to go, Ravens. Looking forward to the next game. So, before I get into today's video, I want to just mention to you guys that the 2026 $125 deposit sale once again has been extended to March the 1st. So if you are still considering it, you still have yet another month to take advantage of the $125 deposit sale. Who knows? After March the 1st, it might be another one. I don't know. I just keep getting this new information towards the end of the so-called expiration date of the current one. So once again, $125 deposit sale for the 2026 cruise has been extended till March the 1st. All right, so I figure by now everybody has dropped their videos about their reflection on the 2024 year and what's to come on the 2025 year. So I thought for me it'd be a good time to just sit down and give you guys some kind of idea of what my 2025 will look like. I'm very excited for this year, as I am for every year, because every year that you make it to another year is a good year. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about going into this year. Starting off with, of course, today is my pre-birthday celebration at Maggiano's later on this evening. So I'm looking forward to meeting those of you who are going to come to the pre-birthday celebration so we can hang out, have a good time, have some good food, some good conversation. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys later on this evening. So 2025. I try not to make resolutions because, you know, they always fall short, and they always fall short sooner than later. So I'm looking at it from a different perspective this year. I'm looking at it more like things I would like to get done this year. And there are a couple of things that, you know, I have procrastinated on for eons and should have been done and got done way back when. But I'm going to, you know, put some effort into it this year and try to get some of these things done. One of the things that I would like to get done this year, sooner than later, is my hot water heater in this trailer. It has been down now for several months, and I have just been dealing with it and getting used to not having it, etc. But I did realize that it's good to have, because now that we are in chillier weather, yes, even here in Florida, the nights have gotten a little bit chillier. I cannot use my shower here because I don't have hot water. And the shower house here on the campground, it's a good shower house and everything, and bathroom, but they don't have a heater in there. So after you take your shower and you step out of that hot water, you know, it's like, whoo, it's chilly, you know. And that's how people catch colds, you know. They take a nice hot shower and then they step out and get that cold chill hit their body. So I need to work on getting my hot water heater fixed. I do have a card of a company that comes to the campground, that would come to the campground and diagnose and hopefully fix the problem. So I will be giving them a call hopefully in the next week or so, because I have to make sure that I am here on the campground. I don't know what their schedule is. You know, they might have to give me an appointment like 3 weeks down the line or something like that. So I'm hoping to get that fixed sooner than later. Another thing that I want to get done sooner than later this year is my dentures. I have had these temporary dentures in my mouth now for over 3 years. Who does that? Who keeps their temporary teeth for for the years? Anthony does. That's who does that. Yeah, so I figured it is time for me to get some permanent teeth, to get a better feel in my mouth, a better, you know, just, I need to get it done. So my plans for that is to try and get that done next month. I don't have any plans for February at all. So I think it's a good time. The thing with getting the dentures done, the permanent dentures, is I don't have the leadway to have to come back another month for an appointment because I'm not there. I'm not here. So I'm gonna try to get it done. I might make the initial step before January is out and go get the initial step done. So if they need to reschedule me again, I'm still in the area, and because I have plans this year and they are already in motion, they are already set in stone. So I know where I'm going to be just about this entire year. So I know how much time I have to get these permanent teeth put in my mouth. So hopefully I can get that done before February is over with. Excuse me. Yeah, because, even having these for 3 years, it's kind of like I'm still not. Eating is the biggest challenge with these uh, dentures. And I have partial dentures, just in case someone here doesn't know that, which is the top and the front. And they're about, I guess the top I think is about 5 denture teeth, and the bottom I think it's like 4 denture teeth or something like that. So yeah, it's time, because I also realized that I'm probably still going to have to use adhesive, some cream to keep them in there and all of that stuff. To me, that's the worst part of doing it. I have to put that cream on my. So I'm gonna see what my options are. Maybe they have some where they got the little hooks on the side and they hook onto your existing teeth. Maybe they have that option for me, because the cream is I mean, it's just something that I have to do, period. I mean, my only other option is to get all my other teeth pulled out and just get a full set of top and bottom teeth, and I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing all that. So I do want to take care of my dentures this year, once again, sooner than later. So another thing that I am really super, super excited about is my travels for 2025. I have four, four international trips planned. 2 of the 4 are fully paid for, and one of the 2 that are not, I have to finish paying for by March the 2nd. And then I think I have until maybe June to pay for my biggest trip of the year. Now, you guys know of one of the trips because I have mentioned it to you guys a couple of times, and that's my middle sister is retiring this year, and she and her husband have invited her family and friends to celebrate her retirement uh, on a cruise leaving out of Italy. I'm super, super excited about that. I have never been to Italy. I plan on getting there and spending at least 3 days ahead before the cruise take off, and then another day after the cruise, so that I can experience Italy. I just don't want to fly into Italy and not be able to experience some of Italy, because I've never been there before. And I think this is going to be like one of the most amazing trips that I've taken thus far, because it's a mix of going to another country and experiencing their culture for a few days, and then going on a 7-day cruise. Wowzer, that is going to be so much fun and so amazing. And not only is my middle sister celebrating her retirement, my niece, her daughter, is going to also be celebrating her 50th birthday. So it's going to be a dual celebration for my sister and my niece. So it's definitely going to be a good time. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I can wait. I'm not rushing the time to come. I can wait till it gets here. But it is one of the trips that I am highly anticipating and just cannot wait. It's going to be a really, really great trip, surrounded by some family and some new friends, hopefully. And it's going to be great. So, my other 3 trips, one of those 3, I've been to that place before, but this time it's going to be completely different. I'm going back to Japan. But this time it's for 11 days instead of the 7 days that I went before. And the thing that's going to make this time around so much better than when I went on my own and I did all the things on my own, I navigated my way through Japan on my own, is that uh, I am going using this travel agency that has an itinerary for you. And I'm going to not only see Japan, Tokyo, I'm going to also, this trip includes going to Osaka and Kyoto, which I am so super. Remember, I went to Kyoto with the two college guys, and they showed me, took me to the market and then to one of the shrines there. Then they took me back to, well, I'm going back there. But this is an itinerary thing. I have a day trip that's included in the price. Uh, Now, let me tell you what's going to make this trip so amazing. This is what they call a self-guided trip, meaning that you have to get from one location to the next on your own. But the thing that makes it so much easier is that this company, when I get to the airport, they're going to have a representative waiting for me at the airport. That person is going to take me to my hotel. Then I will spend 2 days in Tokyo. And then when it's time for me to go to my next city, which I believe is Kyoto, there another representative is going to come to my hotel, take me to whatever means of transportation that I'm taking to get to the next city. And then when I get to that next city, there's going to be another representative that's going to meet me and take me to the hotel. And the same with the third place, Osaka. I am super excited about that. And then I have some day trips that are included in the price of the trip that I can go on. They also give you a free day where you can go and do whatever you like. I mean, this is just going to be so much better experience for Japan than I had when I did everything on my own. And I am super excited about this. Y'all know I love the Asian culture, and 11 days, 3 cities. And that trip is in May. Now, my other two trips, I'm not going to tell you where they are, but I will tell you what month they are in. I'll kick off my international travel in March of this year. It's a 9-day trip, and I'm super excited. It's a country that I've never been to. I can't really tell you why I chose this particular country. I just want to experience different countries and different cultures, and this is definitely different for me. And then my fourth one, but it's actually my third trip. But the fourth one that I'm talking about is in July, and that is a, what is that? How long is that one? I think that's a 7-day one, and I've never been there before. Once again, super excited to go there, and you will learn more about each of those trips once the time comes. But my international trips kick off in March, so it'll be March, May, July, September, going into October. And I'm also thinking about doing a solo short cruise towards the end of the year, maybe around the time that we went on our last cruise in October or November. Not October, because I'll be coming off of the Italy one, but maybe November. We'll see how my travels and how everything works out for this year. But again, super excited for my travel plans this year. And wowzer, it's going to be a doozy. So buckle up, FOAs, because we are going to hit some countries this year. And so the final thing that I wanted to do, and or I should say improve on in 2025, is the way that I manage my finances. I think I do pretty good with savings, but I also think that there are several times throughout the year where I get a little spending crazy, a little shopping crazy. I am definitely a little gadget type of guy where I like, I want this appliance, I want that, I want to try that. And, it's not gotten me in trouble whatsoever. So I don't want to give you guys that impression. But I do realize because what I did in October, I wrote down all of my bills. And okay, so what I want to, I kind of thought about how I wanted to present this to you guys without getting really into all of the numbers and everything and being all specific and everything. So this is what I came up with. I made two small, but I think going to be very effective changes in my finances. The first change I made was I had 3 accounts at the same bank, and I was like, Anthony, please stop it. Stop the madness. You're not rolling in the dough like that where you need 3 different accounts at the same bank. So the first thing I did was I got rid of one of the accounts. So now I only have the account that my YouTube earnings go in and my primary account that I've had for years and years and years. So that was the first thing I did. Now, the second biggest change, or small change, I should say, that I did was I put myself on a allowance. Yes, I put myself on an allowance. So moving forward with this part of the video, there are 3 sections that I'm going to talk about. Three parts. The first one is going to be my monthly expenses. The second part is going to be my monthly allowance. I do not like the word budget. I don't like that word. So for the sake of this video, we're going to use monthly allowance. And then the third part is my savings. So starting with the monthly expenses, like I said, I wrote down in October all of my reoccurring bills. I have 15 reoccurring bills each month. Now I know that might sound like a lot to you guys, but my 2 biggest bills are my health insurance and my car insurance. And then I have 2 other bills that are $100 and something. The other 11 reoccurring bills are under $100. So even though it sounds like a lot, it's not a lot in terms of cost, because what my monthly expenses come up, I guarantee a lot of you are probably paying more in your mortgage as well as or apartment monthly. So it's not that bad. I do understand. I do have an opportunity to get rid of at least 3 of those bills, and I also have an opportunity to decrease in one of those bills. So what my goal is as far as that is to try and get my monthly expenses at least $300 down from what they have been. Now I have the opportunity to do that, so hopefully I will follow through and get that done. So by the end of this year, I hope to be $300 less monthly than I am now. My second one, with my monthlies, okay, I lost my train of thought, so let's just move on to the next one. It happens. As you get older, you have some things in your mind, and it kind of slips right on by. Well, that's just what happened. All right, so the second part is my monthly allowance, spending allowance. Now, I actually put some thought into how much money I wanted to allow myself to spend each month. I do want to make a note that my food and gas was not a part of my monthly expenses. All of my monthly expenses are the same amount each year. That's why they are the recurring ones. Because my food and my gas varies, it fluctuate. I did not include them in there. I could have took a guess and put them in there, but it also keeps me on my toes because I know what I allowed myself to spend monthly, my monthly allowance. I have to take into account my food and gas. So that's not included in that. So I thought, okay, how much do you actually think that you can get by on for a month of spending, as well as including your food and gas? So I came up with a number. I'm not going to tell you guys what that number is. I think it's a number that is going to keep me honest, unless I break out of it. If I stay within it, it will keep me honest. It will make me think when I want to buy something, especially on an impulse, to go, Anthony, you ain't got the funds this month for that, you know? So hopefully I will be able to do it. It's all about discipline. And, sometimes discipline is a lifelong lesson to get a hold of on. And hopefully I will reach that this year, starting 2025. So I came up with that number. So that takes care of the monthly expenses. And the last part of this is how much do I actually, what is the minimum amount of money that I want to save each month from my YouTube earnings? And I came up with a number. And the good thing about this number is if I don't make the overall amount of money, which covers my monthly spending allowance, my monthly expenses, and the number that I set aside that I would like to save every month, is that if I don't make that a month in from my YouTube earnings, the savings is what's going to be adjusted, because I'm already on a tight rope for how much I'm allowing myself to spend, and I don't want to decrease that. And I think it's a number that I can hopefully continue to earn from YouTube, because I did not set the bar high at all. I understand how YouTube it works. I understand that, you know, each video is different, each number of views are different. I understand how all that works. So all the numbers that I chose as far as the saving and the monthly expenses has been taken into account based on how my YouTube earnings monthly fluctuate. So you put all three of those things together, and I got my grand total of what I need to earn from YouTube every month to keep me honest and keep me working. The thing about YouTube, the way I feel about YouTube is YouTube keeps me honest, because I know that it is my only source of income. I know in order for me to make that income, I have to make videos, and I have to hope that the videos do fairly well or okay enough that I can earn and continue to earn my grand total for all three of those categories that I just now talked about. But I'm super excited. I feel confident that hopefully, you know, the content that I put out will keep enough of you guys interested in watching the channel and supporting our community as well as myself, so that I can keep it going. I will say this. I had a conversation with one of my really, really good friends over 35 years of friendship. And I did talk to her about, I said, look, I am not going to be like afraid to go back to work if YouTube is no longer able to, if I'm no longer able to earn a living off of YouTube. And the reason why, she was shocked too, but the reason why I said that to her, because if I have to go back to work, it's only going to be for 3 years. It's only going to be for 3 years. And it's going to be a part-time job at a Walmart, a Home Depot, or Lowe's, a grocery store, or something like that. It's not going to be no hardcore job like at the printing shop that I worked for over 30 years. So I'm not opposed to doing it, and it will only be for 3 years. And I'm not saying this as some kind of sympathy or anything like that. I just understand how YouTube works, and I understand how you guys work. I understand, because even though I am a YouTuber, I also am someone who watches YouTubers and subscribe to YouTubers, and I have some of the same feelings about some of them that I know that you guys have about me. But I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I will only and always continue to be my authentic self on here. And if that's not enough to hold anybody's attention for a long period of time, I understand. Because once again, not only am I a YouTuber, I watch YouTube. So I understand. I'm not going to cry about it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make adjustments in my life. I'm going to make adjustments in my life according to, according to, because I have been blessed with being able to live this way. I have been given the opportunity to live life on my own terms. And there's no room for whining about that. Could I be doing more? Probably so. But I'm doing what I want to do, the way that I want to do it. So I'm not going to whine about it. I'm not going to whine about, how many views I get. I'm just going to adjust accordingly and live my life accordingly. And if that means I have to get me a part-time job after, for the next 3 years until I retire, then so be it. You're gonna still get this little smiley face. You're gonna still get the little silliness in me. I'm not gonna become this moping around type of guy, because that's not me. Because I understand how YouTube works, and I understand how a lot of you out there think about when it comes to YouTubers. So, with that being said, I am in a good place right now. I have basically everything that I need. I told that friend during that conversation as well. And I said to her, as long as I have this trailer and my truck and my truck camper on top of that truck, I will always have a roof over my head. Now, that roof might be at Walmart. That roof might be at a rest stop. That roof might be at the parking ride in Baltimore. That roof might be at a rest stop. I will always have a roof over my head because this trailer is paid for, my truck is paid for, my truck camper is paid for. So I am in a very good place in my life, regardless of what my YouTube channel does in terms of earnings and everything. I am in a good place. I am one who also pays attention to my Social Security. I look on there, every year, sometimes 2 or 3 times a year, to see what they are predicting that I will be earning if I retire at certain age. With that being said, I am making sure that I know right now, I know what they're saying that they're predicting that I will get at if I retire at 62. I am doing everything in the next 3 years to make sure that my monthly expenses is lower than what they are projecting that I'm going to get. And I'm going to try my very best in the next 3 years to get that as low as possible so that I will be able to possibly live off of my Social Security and not have to interfere or go into my savings at that point 3 years from here to live and do things. So keep an eye. If you don't know what your Social Security is telling you, you should get up on it and see where they are, see what they saying that you're going to predict, and start adjusting so that you can be well below what they are predicting that you're going to get. So that's something that I have been paying attention to the past year and a half or so, and I'm doing moves. I'm making moves to make sure that when the time comes, I'm going to be low as possible with my monthly expenses. And some of the things I probably can get rid of and do without on my monthly expenses, but we'll see. So that is it. This year is going to be the year of getting things done or getting things fixed. I'm going to get some new teeth, or new partial teeth, I should say. I'm going to try to get this water heater fixed in here. I'm going to have an amazing travel year. I forgot on the finance part. I didn't tell y'all the biggest, but big change that I did. What I did was I added all three of those categories up: monthly expenses, monthly allowance, and savings. And what I did was I went into my account, and every once a month, I think I did it on the 23rd. The 23rd of every month, I'm having that money transferred into my spending account. Not the saving part. I'm having my monthly expenses and my monthly spending allowance transferred into my primary account from the YouTube account, the YouTube earnings account to my primary account. And so that way I know each month the right amount of money will be into my primary account, which I take care of my bills with and which I do my spending allowance with. So I should have the money in there and I don't have to worry about it. And the good thing about doing it that way is everything above my grand total is extra savings. It stays into my uh, YouTube account. So if I can stick with it and be disciplined with it, you know, if I make over my monthly expenses and my monthly allowance, the rest is my savings. So hopefully I can do it. Hopefully I don't, you know, fall into some daggone spending binge. But I don't see that happening. I really don't, because if it does happen, it's going to be small things. I'm almost done buying things for the truck camper. Now, one note on the truck camper. I want to have the truck camper set up where I can just get in the truck and go. The only thing I would have to put in there or pack in there are my clothes and my personal items and stuff. So I'm going to buy and make sure that I have everything in there. I let me tell you, the last two times that I left out on the truck, it was so exhausting. You would think that I wouldn't have to put anything in that truck. It was so exhausting getting my clothes together, getting my personal things together. Oh, I took the microwave last time to Texas. The first time I took the ice machine. Well, guess what? I'm going to get everything second and put in there so that I don't have to take any of that stuff. I have a new microwave that I bought. It's much smaller than I have in here. I'm going to make sure that I have my own separate set of cutleries that I can keep in there so I don't have to take my spatula, my can opener, and all that stuff out of here and in there. I just want to, my goal is to just be able to grab a little bag of clothes, grab my little personal bag, hop in the camper truck and the pickup truck and just go. Without all this taking this and putting in there. Then when I get back, I gotta take it back out and put it back in here. I don't want it to be like that. I want to be a quick go. Go, go, go. So that is it. All right, guys. So that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys are very excited about my travels today. And in between, I'm going to be going to a couple of campgrounds. As of now, I don't see myself going to too many different campgrounds this year because I have to be in certain places to take off for these international trips. But I'm looking forward to the year, and I think it's going to be a good year. I'm so excited about my 4 international travel trips. So excited. They're going to be like the best. So those of you who may be a little about me always being on a campground, stick around. We're going to get out and about. We're going to get out and about. All right, guys, that's going to be a wrap for today's video. As always, thanks for taking a few minutes out of your day to watch my videos. I appreciate you guys. You know that. And I'll see you guys the next time. Hey, tomorrow is my birthday. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Come on, y'all. Put your hands together. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. All right, and I'll see you guys later on at Maggiano's for some great food and conversation. And we're going to kick this little birthday off on the right note. All right, guys.